What's going on, dudes and dudettes? The Lakers had a pretty good, successful last couple of weeks or so. They're still like on a 5 or 6 game winning streak after these last couple of wins. They did beat the other day LA Clippers 106 to 102 in the Clippers arena. LeBron had 28 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. Luka had 31 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. And they went on to face the Clippers again, but this time at home on Sunday, and they beat them 108 to 102. Luka had 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists. And as of right now in the Western Conference standings, they are the number 2 team, which is really awesome. But you look at that too, they could also end up losing a couple games and they're back right at number 5. So hopefully they can stay within that 2 to 4 range. And then Kia NBA TV put out like their MVP ladder, and they have LeBron at number 5, which I'm not mad about. Just if you think about what he's doing, not only at his age, but still his team is now a top 2 team in the West and everything like that, which is the harder side of the conferences when it comes to NBA. Then you got to say he is in the MVP conversation. He's still most likely not going to win, but definitely top 5. I don't mind seeing that at all. Then when it comes to the men's Duke basketball side, yes, they did get a big-time victory against Florida State, 100 to 65. I believe that was Saturday. This is their 4th 100-point game this season, which is the most since John Shire's 2009-2010 national championship season when he was a senior there at Duke. So yeah, he's the new head coach now, and of course the last time they did that was when he was playing too. So hopefully that's some good fortune for them going into not only the ACC tournament coming up, but also the March Madness tournament coming up later this month. It's already freaking March. Can't believe it. But yes, the women's basketball side did have a nice victory also against Florida State, 71 to 57 on the road. The freshman Toby Fournier threw in 28 points and 6 rebounds. Now they earned a double bye in the ACC women's tournament. So they're pretty much down there at the 3 seed, and they'll face the winner of the Louisville versus whoever wins the Stanford and Clemson game. Luckily, they don't have to face North Carolina until the championship game if that were to happen, but they do get Notre Dame if they were to advance and beat whatever teams have been playing the past couple of days. So that starts this week. I was kind of surprised to see usually they're either starting at the same time, the men and women's tournaments, but it looks like the women's, even for USC, I'll talk about that in a separate video, are starting this week also, but the men are still having games. Like I think Duke, the men's side, play tonight, and then they also play North Carolina at some point. They usually play them on a Saturday, so I'm assuming it's this Saturday coming up. So then eventually the next following week would be the tournament for the ACC, which they already earned the double bye also. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe the women's are going to end up finishing a bit sooner than the men's, even when it comes to the NCAA tournament, but just never really know. Then when it comes to the football side for Duke, yes, they had a player come in on an official visit for June 6th through the 8th in Dallas Brannon. He's like a 3-star linebacker, so that's pretty cool that they're able to bring in a guy from North Carolina. And they also have a bunch of offers set to this guy, Coeli Fielder, who is a big, like 6'4", 315-pound offensive lineman, but he looks like he might be a freshman or something like that. So he's in the class of 2028, so might be a while until we see him, but at least they're on his list at this point of top teams recruiting him. And the Chargers are looking to make another addition to their offensive staff. It looks like they are expected to hire ex-Michigan offensive coordinator Kirk Campbell as an offensive assistant. So maybe if Greg Roman ends up not doing well once again this season, or there's some shortcomings when it comes to the offense this season again, then maybe this guy ends up stepping up to be the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. You never know, but obviously an ex-Michigan guy that was coaching with Jim Harbaugh while he was there the past couple of seasons. So we'll see how that ends up turning up. And yes, sadly, the softball team hasn't been winning their past couple of games. They've been playing some pretty good squads, but they did make a lot of news once they beat UCLA and all that stuff. It's just been so while since I was able to get to this information. But the pitcher, Cassidy Curd, was named by Division I Softball the pitcher of the week, and even Softball America has her as the star of the week, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you see those for her. Congratulations. And also Division I Softball Mary Nutter Collegiate Classic all-tournament team went to Cassidy Curd and Anna Gold. Made those donations themselves. So yeah, it's pretty cool for them. Pretty great to give them to make the ACC or whatever tournament team as of right now. That was kind of crazy that it was a tournament out here in LA and I didn't even know about it. But like I said, they did upset one of the top teams in UCLA, so I was very happy about that. The Duke baseball team has been on a pretty nice win streak. They did beat Northwestern 6-5 the other day, and they also beat Northwestern again 14-5, and they beat Northwestern once again 11-2. So yeah, very successful. I forget what they call it, like series when it comes to baseball against a team. So yeah, it's pretty great that they're able to beat up on another Big Ten team that USC will most likely end up playing at sometime soon this year. And the men's lacrosse team, they did have a couple weeks ago or something like that, a defensive player of the week in their goalie, Patrick Jamison. So that was great. And then they also beat Penn 11-6. So that was awesome. And then the women's lacrosse team did beat Notre Dame the other week 11-9, which was awesome. And then they also beat Xavier, I believe that's who it was, 16-9. And with that victory, Kristen Kimmel or Kamel, the women's lacrosse coach, did have 350 wins. So I'm assuming if they're talking about that, it's because she's most likely ahead of some list or something like that of all-time wins, which is great, especially for the college. I don't know if it's for all of the NCAA, but they're talking about it. Maybe it's just a nice round number, 350. But either way, congrats to her and congrats to those ladies on getting some more victories coming up this last week. So thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. I actually got a correct shirt on today. Usually when I'm doing like a USC video, I'm wearing a Duke shirt, or if I'm doing a Duke video, I'm wearing a USC shirt, but luckily I got it corrected this time. Like I said, thanks again. Bye.